right, guys, we're over here in the SightMark booth with my good friend Kevin Reese over here. We are filled with all kinds of good stuff over here. Optics, red dots, night vision, all kinds of good stuff. Kevin's going to give us a lowdown on a couple of the options you have at your disposal. 2 budget price, 1 expensive. Hit 'em with the good stuff.
Yeah, this one right here is one of my favorites. It's a SightMark Presidio 3-18 by 50 MR2 rifle scope. We have an LR2 rifle scope too. The difference is the reticle. The LR2 is going to have that Christmas tree holdover reticle. The MR2 is just basically vertical and horizontal lines with the mill dash subtensions in it. This one is a mill dash reticle. It's 10 mil windage elevation adjustments. It has an internal zero stop, rock solid, pristine glass. Again, 10 mil adjustments, adjustable parallax, adjustable diopter. It's a long range scope, but the cool thing is the range of magnification is 3 to 18. So for me, it's a great multi-tool optic, right? So this is something I can use for deer hunting. At the same time, it's easy for me to get out to 1,000 yards and beyond on the same system. It's a first focal plane reticle, right? So whether I'm dealing with unknown distance targets or known distance targets, and regardless of the power of magnification I have, the subtension values are always the same throughout the range of magnification, right? A 1/2 mil is always going to be a 1/2 mil, whether I'm at 3 power or 18 power, right? So I have got some guys on steel at 1,800 yards with this scope, but I like to say it's a 1,000-yard scope, and it is. You can get out to 1,000 yards and beyond pretty easily. But the nice thing is that this one, even with our SightMark lifetime warranty, this thing runs, say, about $450.
Yeah, that's something that
right?
you get. That's an illuminated reticle in there as well, right?
Yeah, it's red illuminated mill dash reticle. We also have second focal plane iterations. We have on the table, you can't see it here, but we have a 1:6 LPVO with capped turrets. And that's a second focal plane LPVO with a CR1 reticle, red illuminated reticle. So yeah, they're great. They all have our lifetime warranty. But on the high end of the SightMark side, we also have our Wraith Mini Thermal. So I can pull that one over here, or you can move the camera. Actually, just grab it and bring it over here. So that's our SightMark Wraith Mini Thermal. It's a 2-16 by 35. You can see here it's roughly the size of an ACOG, so it's very compact.
Something missing.
Yeah, there's no barrels, just a chassis. This is a show. So anyway, it's a Linred ULIS 384 microbolometer sensor resolution with 17 micron pixel pitch, sub 40 millikelvin NETD sensitivity. For an adult size heat signature, we say that because you're talking about the size of us or pig, deer, coyote, whatever, even livestock way out, but we say 1,400 yard detection range. If you're looking at trees and water towers and hills and things like that, of course you can see that stuff much further. But we're talking about identifying targets at 1,400 yards. And half that again, you can determine if that's, say, 2-legged, 4-legged, whatever, and half that again, now you're getting into a comfortable shooting range. But it is a legitimate Linred ULIS 384 microbolometer sensor resolution, 1,400 yard detection range, 5-color display palette. It has a built-in video, runs off CR123A batteries, except for the show, and for other guys that want to use it, we're using a SightMark Mini QD battery pack. So I've actually got it plugged in here, and I'm getting about 8 hours of battery runtime off this Mini QD battery pack. Or if you're sitting there Facebooking in a blind, you can also charge your phone, I guess. But anyway, but this thing right here runs about $16.99. You have multiple color reticles and reticle styles, so you customize your field of view. It packs a ton of bang for your buck. If people want to learn more about this or that Presidio MR2 or the LPVO, any of our SightMark products, they can learn more about it at www.sightmark.com. Or even better, if you're in the Knoxville area,
swing over here by the
get here day or
GOA.
tomorrow, right? We're here in Knoxville at the inaugural Goals event with Gun Owners of America.
Yeah, really, if you didn't make it to this event, you're missing out. The GOA has done a fantastic job. They knocked this out of the park. First year, they had me as a speaker.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shocking.
Come on. You don't get better than that. So you really,
you could.
No, well, you have to pay for it then. You don't pay me. I just show up.
Yeah, but dude, honestly, I don't think there's a better organization for people to support than Gunners America. Like a lot of the litigating that people are learning about, the injunctions that we're seeing, even back to like the bump stock, all that stuff with Gunners of America. So here we are supporting Gunners of America at their inaugural goals event. So I'm expecting that we're going to be back here next year too. And if you're not here, you need to come here next year.
You need to make sure you're here because this show is really, for what they did first time out of the box, this is a home run all the way. Professional from top to bottom, everywhere in between. It's one of the best shows I've been to. And they got Kevin Reese. So how could you go wrong?
Yes, but I'm not done yet because we talk about high price. I have that too. So I'm going to show you something from our Pulsar thermal and night vision brand.
That's this side, and this is where I get to like frown and be like really upset because
you might cry over this one. So this is our Thermion 2 LRF XL50 thermal rifle scope.
It's a Thermion XL250.
The XL50.
Yeah.
You just let me talk. You listen. Right? So this is the Thermion 2 XL50 thermal rifle scope. It's a 1024 microbolometer sensor resolution with the sub 35 millikelvin NDTD sensitivity, 17 micron pixel pitch, 8-color display palette, built-in video, Wi-Fi. It does have an integral laser rangefinder that's good out past 900 yards and zero light, accurate to plus or minus 1 yard. And it has 9 reticles, 10 different colors. You customize your field of view. It has picture-in-picture, a dual battery system. They'll give you about 7 hours of battery run time. In fact, if I just pop this open, that's the external battery right there. And when you have the internal battery charged, you can actually swap batteries and the device never turns off.
So you don't have to readjust any of your settings or anything else.
And now we have the ballistic range. We have the ballistic calculator built into this also, right? So if you import your ballistic data as a profile in here and select that data, say for 6mm arc, what I do is I can range something at like say 700 yards, and a reticle, holdover reticle will come up as an overlay on top of my main reticle. And all I have to do is put that holdover reticle on top of the target, squeeze one off, and I'm impacting at 600-700 yards, wherever that might be. Our latest firmware upgrade made the ballistic calculator possible for devices that don't have the laser rangefinder, but there's an added benefit to these devices also, because let's say I want to shoot something that's past the detection range of the laser rangefinder. If I want to shoot 12, 13, 1400 yards, the new firmware upgrade allows me to dial in known distance to 1650 yards, then I can shoot steel out that distance with a holdover reticle. So now we're getting into a lot of fun, long range shooting, which is right up my alley, right? I can go out and shoot 1500 yards in the dark with this rifle scope with the holdover reticle.
All right, now most of that is going to be available in a translation from Kevin to English. We'll try and figure that all out, but all those specs and everything that he just said will make sense if you go to the Pulsar website and you can get the specs on this.
Or your New Yorker language.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He just said a bunch of shit I don't understand. All I know is it sees in the dark, it helps you shoot things. All right, that's great.
Nice. If you want to learn more about this one, you can go to www.pulsarnv.com and check it out. We actually have the Thermion LRF XL50. We have the Thermion 2 LRF XP50 Pro, which is 640 with a 17 micron pixel pitch. We have the XG50 with a 640 sensor and a 12 micron pixel pitch. And then we have the Thermion 2 XU35 Pro that is a 384 sensor with a sub 25 millikelvin NDTD sensitivity. So all Rockstar thermals. The bottom line is, if people who are investigating this stuff and trying to learn more about thermals on the Pulsar side for us, if you just consider microbolometer sensor resolution, the XQs are going to have a 384 sensor resolution with a 1500 yard detection range. The XPs and XGs are going to have a 2000 yard detection range. And the XL with the 1024 sensor resolution is going to have a 2500 yard detection range. That's the same for the thermal rifle scopes, the monoculars, and the binoculars. So XGs are 384, XPs and XGs are 640s, and the XLs are 1024s. Easy.
All right, well, listen, you heard it from the man himself. If you want good night vision stuff, you want to see in the dark, these are the guys you see. No, honestly, I got a lot of SightMark stuff on a lot of my stuff. I'm actually running a SightMark red dot on my 365 right now. If I trust my life to this company, you guys can too.
Good man.
Right, so,
good man.
This is Frank from the Range Report. Kevin Reese, and you guys be safe. Shoot straight.
Thanks, Frank.
How much?
This one runs about $8 grand.
That's why I held that off to the end.